How's it going, everybody? Look, today I just wanted to give you a very brief example of what validated learning looks like. And this comes from a number of different reasons, but the main one being that I find a lot of people, and I mean the vast majority, through no fault of your own, you tend to just kind of stick to one opinion, one assumption, or perceptions, or more specifically, you make these grand assumptions about what your customers do and do not want to see, or what their desires are, or what their desires are not. And that's very scary when you think about it. You're building a business based off one person's opinion, who you may not completely understand your customers yet. And that's where Facebook provides such a unique opportunity, because you can test all of this stuff. And more specifically and more precisely, you can test, up to 10 different variations of text or copy on the ads. You can test up to 10 different variations of images and videos and all that kind of stuff, and let Facebook and validated learning make more informed decisions for you and help you gain insight into what your customers truly want to see. Just imagine here, regardless of whether you didn't like an image or didn't like getting on video, if you did, you're guaranteed to make like $1 million in a month. You would probably do those things, but you have to understand what elements of those ads you would have to place into an ad to make $1 million in a month, as an extreme example. However, let's just flick over to my screen here really quick. We've borrowed my good friend's Daniel's ad accounts. He runs solar over in Queensland. So any all out there who need solar between Brisbane and Gold Coast, shameless plug, make sure you get in touch with him, or get in touch with me and I'll flick you his details. So we're at the ad set level. This is where we test audiences. And what I'm going to show you is a breakdown by dynamic creative asset. And it shows me everything in terms of images, videos, slideshows, text, copy, and all of those different variables that we're testing, and what's worked. This is Validated Learning 101. So if we click on the Image, Video, and Slideshow tab, what I'd like to draw your attention to is this column in the middle called Results. Now this is the number of leads that we've gotten for Daniel. And we're going to start scrolling down, and on the left you'll see there's 3 variations of creative. There is a video at the top, there is another video, and there is an image, okay? So 2 videos and 1 image in all of these ad sets. So keep your eyes on that results column. We're going to start scrolling down until we see a lead, so an inquiry, and we've got 1 for Daniel's video. Go a bit further, we've got another one for Daniel's video. We've got another one for Daniel's video. You can probably see where this is going. We've got 5 more for Daniel's video, another 5 for Daniel's video, and I think 1 for poor old little image there. So pretty straightforward validated learning right there. Okay, now imagine those of you out there who aren't using, not necessarily video, but aren't testing multiple creatives in your ads. Imagine how much money you're leaving on the table. And that's the truth, because you could throw it all at Facebook in a dynamic ad like this. And if you don't know how to create a dynamic ad, you can jump into my Facebook group. I want to learn FB ads, search for that one. And you can search for dynamic creative. It'll show you how to set those things up. But imagine if you weren't running these tests, how much money you may be leaving on the table. Now, similarly, to give you a little bit further education on this topic, we go back up to that tab and we click on text, and it's going to show us all the copy or the text that we're using in these ads. So let's scroll up to the top. We've got 3 variations of copy. I haven't actually looked at this yet. One is, what's the difference? Oh, one's like, I would say, long form. One is about medium form, meaning it's not as long as long form. And then one is, yes, this is a bit more green brain. This is more emotional talk or copy within the ad itself. So just as an example, what that sounds like. So if you've been considering a solar system for your home, you're probably thinking of one of 3 things. How do I know what products are best for me? How do I know they'll actually save me the amount of money they tell me and they're not just throwing around figures? How do I know I'm not buying cheap shit? More or less. So it's very conversational, a bit more emotionally invoking, as opposed to buy this solar system, get this discount, right? So again, just keep your eyes on that results column. We're going to start scrolling until we start to see some leads coming on in. So this would be a good learning experience for me. Cool. We've had 1 come through for the emotional type copy. A little bit further down, we've got 1 for the long form copy. A little bit further down, we've got another one for the long form. That's 2 and 1. We've got 4 for the emotional copy and 1 for the mid form copy. Another 4 for mid form. Another 1 for the long form. So we're on 3 on long form, and another 1 for long form. So I think that is a clear-cut winner for just by a bit for the emotional type copy. here. And then probably a close second and third are going to be the mid-form copy. Now what we would do from this point is we would now put them in their own specific ads with that video, which is proven. I'm not even going to bother testing any more images just yet, at least not for another 3 weeks. We're going to put that one video in its own ad with that variation of emotional copy and just run it against about 10 to 12 different audiences. But this is proven. This is why validated learning is just so incredibly important. And I guess more than anything, what I'd love for you to take away from this short video is do not make assumptions about what your prospective customers and clients do and do not want to see without running or getting some real world feedback first. And that goes for your social circles, your girlfriend, your husband, your wife, your partner, your friends and family, all of them. They love you, don't get me wrong. However, their opinions are such a small substrate of data, maybe 10 people, compared to, if we look at Daniel's account, the 10,000 people we've reached. I would say that is validated learning, and that is damn near proven. So as always, if you have any questions, let me know, and I'll talk to you soon. See you later.